Episode 21 of the podcast.
Welcome to episode 21 of the podcast. My name is Alex. That's my brother, Nick Uransky. This is the podcast. Remember to like, share, subscribe. And this is the intro. Here we go.
Boom.
Damn, you did it twice. I'm going to have to cut out the curse there because it's still too early. But
Oh, yeah, you're not allowed to use immoderate language yet. Is it 1 minute?
I don't even know what it is. I think it's 5. Especially
5?
Well, we do an hour-long thing. I think it's the first 5 minutes. You have to keep it clean.
No.
Yeah. We don't really. I don't think it is. Yeah. I think we usually hit it before then. At least in the short videos, you have to keep it clean. Those are like less than 5 minutes usually.
It's ludicrous.
Yeah, I did a lot of editing the last few days. That's just all I've been doing. Is just I made 5 clips, and then I made 5 shorts, and then I also made the thumbnails for the clips.
Clips.
And they're funny.
Oh, yeah. The shorts and the clips that people love for some reason.
The shorts are under a minute, usually around 30 seconds, and the clips are from a minute to like 10 minutes.
Well, that's just like a video then.
Yeah.
At that point. Like
I just turned the podcast into just videos.
Huh.
That's
Subscribe.
That's probably what people are mostly watching, are the shorts and the videos.
That's the meat and potatoes of it.
Even though we do have a lot of views on the regular podcast episodes, which is cool, you know. What's up, guys? How you doing? You like what's going on here?
Yeah, like what you see?
Well, now they don't like what they see.
They love what they see.
You wear the same consistent sandals with socks.
Yeah.
Everyone hates that.
Everyone loves
That's the consensus. And same shirt.
That's your
consensus. He's got a different shirt on today. That's my consensus.
Yeah.
Or just I don't give a shit what you wear on your feet. They're the ones that
They're
say
the ones that love it.
No.
No. Yes.
I don't. I am the closest to love it by not caring if you wear them. I don't love them.
You love it.
But I'm closer to loving it by not giving a shit than they are. And I've already cursed in the first 5 minutes. It's done. I'm not going to cut that out. It's done. We're already getting demonetized or shadow banned, whatever it is.
Shadow Realm.
We're I mean, some of the episodes you could tell are just sent to the Shadow Realm.
They're like not clean.
Well, who knows what the reason is? You know, it's never explained what the reason is. We have one titled that I rob a bank. You know, that's the most views. Which, you know, I'm not robbing a bank, but
you could.
The implication is there.
The title says it.
It's not an implication. We mention it at some point during the podcast. Yeah. That's the whole reason. It's the title. I was like, hey, that's funny.
That works. Yeah. That's the title.
Like the last episode was War Games with Prizes or War Crimes with Prizes. Mr. Beast was on the thumbnail.
I mean,
pretty on the nose, that one.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I've been doing a lot of editing, so that's what my main focus has been on, is just fucking the damn podcast. And I went from one of the episodes with the old mics to like all of the new mics, so you could definitely tell a difference. Like these is just
like huge,
eternally clearer. Yeah, but you wouldn't know unless you actually had these and were like side by side, like how I was listening to it. I mean, it sounds fine on the old ones, but it just sounds so much just clearer and just better on these ones.
And there's no movement issues.
Yeah,
Just fucking
the voices just sound clear in general. But yeah, the whole doing this without is a big plus.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just so we don't really have to worry about it. Because I don't want mic stands. I mean, I have mic stands, but it's more fun to just
Alex,
give you one of those, even though you have a mic, so it's not necessary.
Get a swing arm mic, attach it to the wall.
Well, we have 2 other ones too, purple and orange. You know,
those are not matching colors.
No, but they're they're fun. You know?
They are fun. They're very
fun.
Very eccentric.
It's all about being fun, you know, having a lot of fun times.
Yeah, you're a fun guy. Call you Mushroom.
Call me Dickhead.
Well,
no, don't.
The shoe fits.
Don't call me Mushroom Head. That's better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
call me Toad.
Call you Mushroom Stamp.
What even is that? What's that a reference to?
So you take your dick, your erect dick, and you just like flick it.
Your erect dick.
And flick it onto some skin that leaves like the red imprint of your penis.
Because it looks like a mushroom.
Yeah, it's a mushroom stand.
That's one tall mushroom.
Mushrooms are all sizes, baby.
That's what you gotta tell her, man. That's what I always say, guys. You know, if she's not satisfied, you just have to tell her, to convince her, you know, in some way. Hey,
Convince her?
They come in all different shape. This is, you love me, right? You know, you don't trick, but you just like tell her what the pros. You know, there are benefits to not having a huge. You can live happily having a small. I mean, doing life. Life is hard for everyone, except for people with. Well, we're getting off track here.
With what? No, I think we're perfectly on track here. Yeah.
What is average? You know, that's all I want to say. Is where is the line of what does a woman consider the average? Is it different than what a guy would consider average?
Yeah, I would guess.
Yeah,
yeah.
What do you think it'd be smaller than what a guy thinks, or bigger?
Yes, smaller. If I had to guess.
Interesting. Yeah, probably because guys are like, dude, 8 inches.
Yeah, you know, all day long, baby.
Like flaccid, I'm 8.
It's crazy. It's not even hard. It's just all the way down my thigh. It's crazy.
It's unruly having to deal with it every day.
Yeah, just trying to walk and it's like, ow, pinching.
It's always hitting your leg.
Pinching between the jeans and thigh action. Yeah. That's how big it is. Flaccid. It's crazy.
Also, just peeking out below the shorts. That's also an issue.
You get an erection. You get lightheaded. It's wild.
You can't stand up.
No, you're just like, it's too much blood.
You'll just pass out if you stand up.
Yeah, it's a big issue.
I've done it.
Ladies.
But, it's a hard knock life, you know.
So that's the hardest knock.
Did I talk about how I helped Joe move recently?
No.
Yeah, that was like...
That just happened.
When did that happen? Today is Wednesday. That was 3 days ago. Helped him move on Sunday. And I showed up fashionably late.
As you do.
Yeah, well, you know, it was a last minute request of sorts, as in he asked me like a month ago to help him move, and then he asked me like a few weeks ago if I could still help, and you know, but,
just to be sure you are still doing the thing, right?
And I was like, yeah. And then the day he's like, yeah, or the day before, he's like, just making sure, and I'm like, dude, I got you, I'll be there. He's like, 10 a.m., dude. I'm like. I even knew ahead of when he said that. I'm like, 10 a.m., dude.
That's just not happening.
That is nice and early. I'm not at that point at any time in my life, but it's not gonna start today either. So I showed up at like a little after 1:30 ish, and
10 a.m. He says.
By the time I got there, they had already loaded everything up from the old place onto the moving van, taken it to the new place, and moved everything inside except for a mattress, which I helped them get that up the stairs.
I bet they were real like, thanks, dude.
Yeah, I provided the leverage force that Joe couldn't provide because, you know,
Joe's not
Joe's
leverage
exercise.
Man.
He's an exercise ever.
He's a gym teacher though.
Well, he's got his degree in gym teacherology, but
that's wild.
Yeah, I helped him move, push the mattress up there. And I thought we were done, honestly. I thought I showed up at the perfect time.
To do you know?
Yeah.
Just be like, I was like, all right, boys.
I was like, holy shit, dude, this is it, huh? Wow. End of my day early.
They're all drenched in sweat.
Yeah. They're like, man, this has been a long, tiring day. Like it was Joe and his his wife's brother and her dad. So it was 2 burly men with Joe helping him move stuff. So. And they pieced out as soon as I showed up. They left the moment I showed up.
I said, thank God.
And Joe was like, all right, let's go, Alex. We're going to drive the moving van to my old place. So we did that. We picked up a bunch of just random assorted shit that he could have fit in his car. It just kind of piled it up in the U-Haul. And then we went to get a couch. And by the time we got the couch, all the shit in the U-Haul had... We didn't have any straps and anything to secure anything down. Joe, talk about not prepared. Like, he didn't even ask if I had any. I do have the stuff. He could have asked me to bring it.
No.
But, while we're doing this, I'm like, you think it's all just gonna stay where it is as we're driving?
Yeah, it's not gonna shift.
You're driving, Joe. I mean, it's not
just on the first
straight
turn,
line. Yeah, no, it's like, the whole drive. It's a lot of turning left and right. And we fit the couch and like a love seat or like a couch and like an extra chair or whatever, like in there. Somehow we'd like push everything that had moved, because everything moved. Just move that all aside.
Yeah.
Load the couch in. And then with this new Foley thing, we had to take that back to his house, unload all that. And then from there, this is where I thought, oh, now we're done.
now it's over. No.
No. But Joe was like, well, but wait, there's more. You're going to drive my car now. He didn't ask me. He was like, so Alex, you're going to drive my car now. I'm going to drive the U-Haul. We're going to go together. And I'm like, okay. Why?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I have to go pick up one more thing. Okay. Oh, no, we're dropping off the U-Haul first. Okay, so we could just start with that. So dropping off the U-Haul. I'm driving his car so we can take his car from the U-Haul,
Sure.
Why couldn't I just drive my car?
It's a Joe plan.
Yeah. I don't even remember if we picked up anything else with his car. I don't think we did. I think we just went straight back to his house. But it's like, my day ended at like 5 p.m. with him. Is the gist here? Instead of what I thought it was going to be at like 2. Like as soon as I showed up, basically, it was just 3 extra hours I got to spend with my friend Joe, just moving his garbage to his from his old place to his new place.
That's good that you showed up at 10:30.
It's good that I didn't show up at 10:30. Is what we're learning here.
It probably would have all been done earlier.
No. The way that Joe all did it went exactly according to his plan, and it ended exactly what he thought it was going to end.
Well, that's good.
I showed up at any longer, and I would have been just getting mad. I would have been like, all right.
So you weren't?
All right, no, because I was good. I was like, we're good, man, because it was just a little workout. It wasn't anything for me. Yeah, for Joe, he was destroyed.
He'd been up earlier. Much earlier.
Well, he had been,
and he's not a sturdy man.
No, but he had been moving earlier.
It's like 2 months worth of exercise for him.
I mean, we moved literally all of our shit in one day.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Just us. So
from the morning until like 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, Joe, it's it's fine.
Up 3 flights of stairs.
Yeah. That's much more difficult than Joe. Joe had a parking spot just steps from his house.
That'd be convenient.
Yeah.
That'd be so convenient.
Yeah. It was a townhome, but it was like behind, like I said, it was behind the school on the way to Mom's, and there's just a lot of construction area around there. So it looks like a war zone almost, but
he's got a Waffle House right there.
They got a place. They got a Waffle House.
They get hungry, go see what's happening.
Joe admitted to me that he is going California sober, which,
So weed?
That's like what we do, basically, is our California sober. Yeah,
just weed?
Just smoke weed all the time. He said he had gotten a problem with alcohol to a point where he was like, I thought I could be the guy that could just have a beer after work. I get a 6-pack, I drink the whole thing. I was like, man, I think that's textbook alcoholism. I think that's like page 1. Like I think that might be the first example, actually, honestly, in the book on it. So he switched to weed, and now that it's legal, he's just spending all of his money on that.
Did you go into the dispensary buying 1 gram at a time?
He's going to the same one that we go to now because he lives so close. I don't
Amplify?
think there's a different one closer to him. So
he drives all the way up here?
Well, it's like 10 minutes. It's not that far.
Is it not that far?
No.
It's like 20.
Not from where he is. I mean, and like on the way to Mom's, like that's not that far.
It's like 20 minutes.
It's like 15. It's not 20 minutes. It's like less than 15.
Is it really that close?
Yeah. It's not that far. I'm at the point now where I don't need GPS to get there from here. I know how to get there.
That's good.
Yeah, and the post office. I know how to get to the post office with GPS.
Yeah, you've been mailing
because of my eBay shit. Yeah. Yeah, I've just been selling my trash on eBay, which thank God, just clearing out
people buy it.
my storage. Yeah, been selling bags that weren't selling elsewhere. You know,
sure,
just getting rid of it. $20 here, $20 there. Hey, it's more money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any kind of additional cash flow is nice. You know, even if it's just selling my garbage. I'm selling my old vintage T-shirts for like $50. Nick, stop getting distracted by the cat.
Not distracted.
ADHD, or what is it? Autism?
No, it's ADHD.
Asperger's.
You're the one who
You need to go to a professional. I can't diagnose you.
No,
or
absolutely
myself.
not. I can't.
Or myself.
You were the furthest thing from a doctor.
Nick, if I went to school and then became a doctor, you could not say that anymore.
Yeah, that's technically
I'm gonna
correct.
do it.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
All right, do it then, Alex. It's 8 years at least, and I don't think
Easy.
you'll get it done in 8
Easy.
years.
What is 8 years?
How long did your 4-year degree take?
5.
So 8.
10, at least.
That's a decade.
That's literally nothing.
You're gonna spend a decade of your life
I'll be
on
40.
a bit,
and then get back at you.
okay.
Episode 500 of the podcast or some shit. I'll be like, hey, bitch, look at that.
Oh yeah,
Got him.
Then you earned it.
Yeah.
But you haven't. You haven't even started. You don't know
Not yet.
The first thing about medicine.
No, I know now that if you have a wound that draws blood, that is the possibility for infection, and you should use alcohol on it or antibiotic. You don't really need antibiotic. You just need to clean it and then put like petroleum jelly on it, which I thought was weird. I always thought you'd put first aid ointment on it. Why not just put that on it? That just seems like the best option to me. Smother in that stuff.
Smother it.
Yeah, just glob it on. That way you know that you will heal.
Well,
And there's no other way to know otherwise unless you have a visible glob of goo on top of your wound. That way you know you're safe and you know it'll heal. Right? And that's medicine as far as I'm concerned, you know? You can give me my PhD now. I'll be a doctor. I'll tell the guy he has cancer. Yeah, that mole looks like cancer. Yeah, it does. I'm sorry. You should probably have someone take that off. I'm not that guy.
You're just some random guy that's talking about a dude's mole. He's probably like, how did you get into my house?
In the grocery store.
Why are you under my bed?
Dude, that looks... You should... Hey, what? I'm like lifting up his shirt. What's that?
He's like, get away from me, you freak.
I thought this was a nipple, sir, but it seemed too low, and I was right. There's a mole. You should get this checked out.
And it's grotesque. Yeah, you need to.
So I'm saving lives in a way. I should have I'll be mole man.
You're the mole man.
Mole man saves the day. Yeah, I'm not a mole myself, but I'm like on the
No,
the
you're
patrol
like
of
Monty
moles.
Mole. You're the mole man.
Mole patrol. Who's Monty Mole? Is that like from Mario?
Like the baseball game. Monty Mole.
No, I'm mole.
He's from
man.
an old Mario game, but I remember him from.
I'm mole man. I have a completely brown outfit. It's like a brown morph suit, basically. And I just go up to guys. Hey,
don't wink.
You should get that checked out,
Alex.
Give him
Don't give
kiss.
him a kiss. don't give him a fucking kiss.
This is all just trying to take care of you, baby.
Go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Go get that cut out.
Just like running my fingers through the hair. Hey, buddy.
The child's just sitting there staring at you like, ooh,
this mole seems cancerous.
Don't touch it.
I'm like rubbing it. It's raised. See how it's reacting to my touch?
It's just the guy wincing.
He's like, are you a doctor? No.
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 I never even went to school for it.
I'm mole man. And he's like, what? Because he doesn't know who I am. But I'm just sitting here. I'm like playing with the hair.
Know who mole
playing
man
with
is.
the mole hair. You know?
Ugh.
Yeah. Cancer.
Cancer probably. Yeah.
And then I run away like Naruto with my brown morph suit. No pants or shirt. so you can see everything.
Just flopping around.
Yeah.
You just
hear me
slip on the
clacking.
linoleum
Hear me
tiles.
clacking in the halls. I'm just running around the grocery stores, running around Meijer, just saving lives left and right. Hey,
And
you should get that checked out, sir.
you don't think that anyone would be like opposed to this happening? No.
Plus, I could just wear my green suit. We could just color code it.
Then you could
be orange or be brown, not orange. Even though orange is a shade of brown.
So you're gonna be like Eric Andre.
What do you mean?
Bird up.
I'm just gonna.
You remember that bit?
No, I never watched the Eric Andre show.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Like more than you already knew, because like
For the audio
shows,
listeners, I dropped the mic to the ground in complete disbelief. Danny told me that I should say that because she's like, whenever you guys do stuff and I'm just listening to it, that's like not a visual or like a visual gag. She has no idea what's going on.
That's why you watch the video and not the audio.
And I was going to say that, but I also was like, yeah, that's a good point. We should be like, for the audio listeners, because they are out there. And Danny's one of them.
They're going to be like, oh, that would have been funny if I had seen that.
Well, they don't know what's going on. It's just silence if we're just like staring at each other for the audio listener.
I mean, that's what they deserve. They don't want to see this.
I will save you all. Don't worry.
I mean, come on.
You don't want to look at Nick? I won't make you. You don't want to listen to Nick?
You scoundrels.
I won't make you. I'll talk.
No one wants to hear that.
No,
Nobody
but
wants to hear that.
that's the only solution we have here.
It's the worst possible solution.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, and it is very strange. But what people want to hear is me and my amazing voice, and also good thoughts.
Yeah, you're going to start a gaming channel, right? It's going to be called Vaporant RS.
Vaporant RS?
Yeah. You just
Where do I play RuneScape?
Content of you. You just just RuneScape content.
Only RuneScape content?
He's just always live. He's just always streaming RuneScape.
That'd be fun.
No, it wouldn't.
That would be awful. That'd be so bad.
It'd be like, it would just become a job. And you're just like, oh wow, playing RuneScape every day.
You still like this game?
No. I don't still like it. I'm going to get back into DayZ though.
No.
Oh man, I want to so bad.
Playing the shit out of Deadlock.
I know you have. It's just like a MOBA, and I'm just like, damn it. I thought it was just going to be a different game, but it's not. I'm not a MOBA guy.
I'm not either. It's fucking fun.
It is,
you learn
but
what you're doing. It's good. The item shop too annoying?
No, that's fine. I don't even know what it is. It's the other people being too annoying.
Well, it's people, using the shitty one key press abilities. And they're like, now you're dead.
Yeah. Or they like hold you still. You know?
Like that one
Fuck
Rihanna with a Tommy gun, like Shirani.
I don't even know that one.
She like lifts you in the air and then has like a card that she throws and a Tommy gun.
I just know the one that literally is like a gravity thing that just like pulls you in. I don't know which one.
Is it the robot guy?
Yeah.
That's some dude's like ultimate ability thing.
Annoying. Some game mechanics are bullshit.
Yeah. I hate the guy that could just like do a big fire explosion, just does all the damage.
That guy's overpowered as shit.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of games that are coming out that aren't out. Oh yeah, that have been delayed. There's nothing really new fun to play. Hunt Showdown just updated. It's called Hunt Showdown 1896 now. Holy shit. It used to be 1895. It's been a year, apparently. It's been out for like 10 years. So that's a lie.
But on Hunt Time, it's like 1 year.
Yeah, it was in early access for a very long time, so kind of...
Dragon Age Inquisition's good. It's
from
2014.
2014. I think coming out with another one soon with some kind of...
Yeah, I think so.
It's Divinity something. I don't know what it was called. Is it Dragon Age?
I think it's the new Dragon Age, yeah.
Dragon Age 2?
This one was on sale. I don't know if it's 2.
How do you wait that long between games? I mean, that's a good idea to wait that long between games, honestly.
I mean, they might have released more in between. I don't know the Dragon Age line of games.
Yeah. Dragon Age, I've never played those games. Are they like Baldur's Gate?
Kind of, but it plays more like fucking New World did.
New World. Ugh. That game, Could have been so great and just dissolved so fast.
Like Helldivers.
Yeah.
Just from execs that are like, hey, we know.
An MMO is different from a live service game, I think. Even though they're kind of similar.
They're very similar.
Even though they're not. Because MMO is massively multiplayer. Live service game can be anything.
Yeah, but live services.
They both have the intention of continued support.
Yeah, like live updates to make the game progress.
Yeah. Fucking games.
Both games have done that to put their own games into the ground and destroy them. Make them
games suck now, guys. Did you watch that podcast episode? Video games suck now. They do. Concord came out. It was like less than, it was like 600 people peak when it was launched, which is very not good.
You're telling me people don't want to keep playing shitty games?
Well, and it's not free. It's a not free shitty game, so it's like double bad.
That's two things.
It's two things, and that's why it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Man, I wish I could actually set up the fucking bird feeder and the wind chimes, but we can't do that here. Can't do it.
I mean, you could do the bird feeder if we were on the first floor, but the wind chimes, no.
No, can't do any of that. Can't do any of that. Well, if we had like a rug, I could probably do the bird feeder, but
get a bird feeder mat.
Yeah, or just a rug, just to prevent it from being a nuisance.
Just falling down onto our neighbor's table that's directly below us.
Yeah. I went to return that. I literally bought a bag of birdseed from Meijer before I even had the bird feeder, like with the intention of having a bird feeder, and then before I even thought about it further. And like with my location,
it's not ideal.
I don't see any other bird feeders. Weirdly enough,
no
I think there's some on the other side, but I don't know if they're actual like seed bird feeders. There's weird ones called like suet,
like the wax thing. Where
I think it's just fat,
probably.
But I think that's better because it's less crumbly, maybe, or I don't fucking. What's the difference? What's suet?
I don't know what that is, but
that's what it's called.
There's like blocked of bird feed, and then there's like actual seeds.
Yeah.
That's the bird
Maybe that's
seed.
what I need. Some suet. But yeah, no wind chimes. I don't see any of those anywhere. I looked up on Reddit and everyone was like, "Are you serious, dude?" In an apartment complex, can you imagine, dude? And I was like, "Let me think about that for a second." Imagine. That would be annoying as fuck. Yeah.
So, hence no one else having them, I would imagine, because I'm sure people were like, I would like the sound of it, but then, the million other people are like, that's the most irritating thing I've ever heard in my entire
fuck
life.
that. Yeah. Fuck what you're doing,
Whoever
guy.
This asshole is, I'm gonna find them
you
and
just
ruin
stop
them.
Yeah,
they just cut the strings off.
Hey,
just leave the pieces of metal dangling on the ground.
People were like, "You can hang it inside." I'm like, "But that's not." Cool.
And then there's no wind.
That's not the same vibe, guy. Plus, we have a slanted roof, so that would be kind of weird.
That'd be very odd.
Oh well, you live and you learn. It was really easy to return it to a store, though.
They're just like,
I typed in my phone number for my code, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we see that you bought this." And I was like, "Here it is." And they're like, "Is anything wrong with it?" I'm like, "No," because nothing's wrong with it. But for some reason, always in that moment, I'm like, for some reason, I'm like, is he questioning me? And do I seem suspicious? Because I said, it's not like there's a hole in it or anything.
You specifically said
I said that, and I didn't need to. But I remember him being like, like,
he's like, I'm gonna check this thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because I was standing in line and I drop it down. I'm like, I don't usually return things. How does this work? He's like, "Oh, you just type in your thing," and I'm like, oh, "Okay, cool, do that." And he's like, "So, is anything wrong with it?" I'm like, "Nah, man, it's good. I thought about it. I don't need this, He's like, "Oh, okay, cool. I just want to know if we're able to resell this, And he turns around with it. I'm like, "Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like there's a hole in it or anything. It's like it's fine. It's perfectly good."
Dude,
and he was like, "Okay, cool,
great,
all right." And I just felt like, oh no, that's almost like saying
incorrect dialogue choice.
Yeah, yeah. where it's like, a waiter tells you to enjoy your meal, you say you too. It's almost like that kind of situation where you're like, damn, he's not going to enjoy a meal.
No, he's not. And the guy definitely checked that package all over as soon as he was out of eyeshot.
So there's a hole somewhere in this.
Yeah, he said, so there's definitely something
I think
wrong.
This guy stabbed a hole in this bag. We're going to inspect this thoroughly before we put that back out on the
Definitely
rack.
check that again. Yeah.
Talk about suspicious.
He specifically said.
Unnecessarily suspicious.
It's out of nowhere.
I even felt it in the mode. I'm like, like I shouldn't have said that. That was weird. Fucked up there. Fucked up in life, but what can you do, It didn't
just leave anything. The store.
Yeah. He told me to enjoy the rest of the sunny day, and I told him to as well, even though he's inside the rest of the day, I'm sure. But
the sentiment is there. He works till 10 p.m. He goes outside, it's pitch black.
Yeah, he's like, enjoy the rest of the sunny day. I'm like, yeah, you too, man. He was like,
knowing full well he's not getting out of there.
He will not be seeing one drip of sunlight. Well, the customer service desk is right next to the front door, so he technically can see sunlight.
It's like a prison. Like you can see the outside, but you're not allowed to go out there.
No, you can't go.
You can't go out there.
You can't go out. No,
that's not for you.
That's where the people are. That's not for you. That's for the customers.
Them. You stay at the desk.
You see your cage.
You can look. Yeah.
you see the door. How it's locked that you can't get out, and how there's walls all around. You stay here.
That's on purpose. This is for you
until you clock out, and then you can leave.
When it's dark and hot and humid.
Yes. When you go on break, you go to the back room where there's no windows. Yeah.
There is a disgusting microwave and one TV from 2010.
Yeah.
So have fun.
It only plays cable, and it's only on the Game Show Network.
Sometimes, other times it's just off.
Yeah, that's all I remember from McDonald's was just always like Jeopardy, some weird game show going on in the break room, and just being like, I guess I'll watch this, on my 15-minute lunch or whatever the fuck.
I would always just go out to my car and smoke on my breaks when I was doing overnight at Meijer.
Well, that's I'm talking about when I was like 17. I was a straight edge nice boy until I turned 18,
and then that's when you changed.
I think actually 17 was my worst age. That's probably where everything went wrong.
It was 16 for me, at least.
16,
sure.
Yeah. Well, it starts younger for you because you're the younger brother.
We went off the wagon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So 17, drugs are good.
Oh yeah. Well, 17's where I smoked weed for the first time, had sex, got my license. 17 was a big year for me.
Dude, I smoked weed at like...
I'm like morphing into a man.
Like after I did different drugs.
Nick used to be a not good drug user, but now he's a good drug user.
Okay.
I don't know what switched you over. You were just like...
the cost.
That's usually what it is.
It's like, goddamn, this is expensive.
And I mean, weed isn't cheap, but it's not.
No, but it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's not.
And the high isn't as good, but it's a high.
It's good enough.
So, yeah, it won't ruin your life, but you'll still feel good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's all I
need. It's like a good middle ground.
Hey, talk about drugs. Something that vibes well with my biology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, better than others. Other. This ain't the Patreon. You gotta pay for
It's not the Patreon. We did talk about the drug use in another episode, though. A regular episode, I'm pretty sure. Like using DMT and shit. I don't think...
Well, whatever.
We should have been a Patreon episode, probably, but it wasn't.
Been. Whatever.
Thankfully, we have the fraternity episode on the Patreon. That one definitely should have been a Patreon.
That's a Patreon.
And it is a Patreon.
For sure. Forever.
Yeah.
And forever and ever. Locked.
Yeah. Yeah,
lock that shit.
Only to be seen by our closest friends and family members who will subscribe to our Patreon.
Only if they know it exists.
Support us. Yeah, right. Well, it is. On our link tree. We don't usually mention the Patreon because it doesn't really matter at this point.
But check out the Patreon. Give us your cash.
Yeah, we're only 35 minutes in the episode, but check out the Patreon.
Hey, if you're this far in. Come on.
Maybe it'll interest you if you're this far in.
Yeah, this is the time to advertise it.
It's in our link tree. You can find that, anywhere on our profile. It's just there. And go to our Patreon. Check us out.
Check it out.
We got like 10 videos on there at this point, I think.
At least.
I think exactly 10. But we do 2 a month. We do one regular talkie episode, and then we do one watch along, where we watch something that either I want to show Nick or that we both know that we want to watch, because Nick doesn't watch a lot of good stuff.
I haven't seen like any movies. What are you doing?
Yeah,
I don't watch films.
We've watched a lot of fun stuff. We've watched 2 of the Austin Powers so far,
and the third one's up next.
Yeah.
Then after that, we should watch like Terminator, because I got a bunch of shit for never having seen that.
Do you have like a list of stuff you want to watch?
That's probably why I haven't seen any movies.
Yeah, that is why. Because as soon as I made a list, it's easier. Yeah, exactly.
It'd be so long.
Yeah, okay. Oop.
Yeah, but like I missed decades of films.
Yeah, but if you do it that way, it's hard to find the perfect one, like Austin Powers. Very particular, very specific.
But everyone knew it and loved it. So it's not like that.
Exactly, Just doesn't have, I would say, the highest IMDb rating,
No.
It's like a 6.8 or something.
It's very crass.
Yeah, which isn't fair to it. It's a phenomenal movie. I would consider it like a 8.5 probably out of 10,
I give it a solid 8.
Yeah. Very good. I think they're all that.
It's not Academy worthy though.
Well, the Academy.
It's atrocious.
The Academy is just everybody.
I know it as well as anyone.
As well as anybody.
It is atrocious.
It's atrocious. And since we're men of Hollywood, we can speak on that.
Yeah, we know movies.
Well, Nick doesn't know movies.
I know cinema. I don't know movies.
What's Attica from? Attica.
That sounds like
Dog Day Afternoon. Got him.
What?
That's the name of the movie that it's from.
I've never heard of that movie in my entire life.
Well, I'm not going to put it on the screen because it's too far in this episode for me to pay attention to the edit. But look it up, guys, if you're listening. Dog Day Afternoon. Pacino screaming Attica. Attica. I've watched it just to understand Sonny better. Charlie does it well.
Sure.
That's what he does. That's how he's doing it.
I never got it.
Yeah, that's how he's doing it. That's how he does it. Charlie does it well. Props.
Good on you, Charlie Day.
Charlie Day.
He's a good actor.
I'll give him his flowers. Charlie Day. Charlie Day. That's a good name. Not like your name. Say your name fast.
Nick Urbanski.
We'll slow that down. We'll slow down at the perfect moment.
I don't know what you're getting at there.
Yeah, what am I getting at?
It's just my name.
Yeah, it is.
Nicholas Urbanski.
Well, don't say that. What's the shortened version with
NFU?
Well, no. What's the
Nick
Urbanski. Nick Urbanski.
What are you getting at here, Alex? What are you
I'm
trying
just saying
to?
Your name.
Yeah, say it 3 times fast. Don't.
There's nothing specific.
Figure it out. My God.
Are you still watching Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I'm on season 3, episode 7.
Season 3, episode 7.
But I've also trying to finish season 4 of The Boys. It's like the most recent season. I'm on episode 8 of that now.
The Boys. Shit. I haven't seen anything besides like the first 3 episodes, I think.
Not grabbing you?
No, it was great. I don't remember why I stopped watching. I think I was just like, let me laugh now. But that's
it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Other times,
well,
not so much.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, oh man, I was in the mood to laugh, but I just watched a guy's
sometimes it's not
arms get ripped off.
Yeah. At least. I
was like, oh, that's just the start.
This episode I just watched, dude. Spoilers for the most recent episode.
Don't
of The
spoil
Boys.
it, Nick, because I haven't seen it.
You gonna watch 4 seasons of The Boys?
Yeah.
And not forget what I'm telling you right now?
Well, that's
about
not true. I will forget.
Yeah.
Don't listen, because you won't forget.
Just saw a dude chop off a chick's leg because she had a virus in it. He's like, he had to find like the dullest saw in the world. He's just sawing through her leg. It's grotesque. I couldn't even watch. I had to look away.
That sounds awful. It sounds like Walking Dead material.
I never watched that. So.
Well, they would do crazy shit like that in that show. Because obviously you got to fend off the virus.
And then you got to put the camera right on it. It's like, you don't have to.
All right, so show me what you're doing. I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're just going to go for it. Show us that up close.
Yeah, up close and
frantic
personal.
Slices.
Watch the leg
that's
come
wrong.
off.
Wait.
The flesh disconnected
that's not
finally.
It. Oop,
there
that's
it
not
is.
it. Oop, that's not it. Oop, that's not it.
Blood just flowing.
Yeah. Oops.
Not oops, it was intentional.
No, oops.
Ugh.
You scream out an oops, you can get away with most things.
No.
Oops.
Especially not with surgery.
Oh.
You do not want to hear that from the guy.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh. Lost that.
Oops.
Oop. Get back.
Oops. Like, bro, no. If I hear my doctor going like that, I'm like,
fuck,
no.
Fuck. Shit.
Not again.
If I hear my doctor go, shit. You know, escalation isn't good.
The heart rate will skyrocket. Yeah. Yeah.
Even though if I'm under, it doesn't matter. Still,
you can still, you're still conscious.
Just beating fast.
You just can't do anything about it. That's like the worst thing ever. Waking up mid-surgery, but you're still under anesthesia, so you can't do anything.
Have you ever had surgery?
Just when I had like my wisdom teeth out.
Oh, you had wisdom teeth surgery?
Yeah. When I was on their insurance. Gave me some
Vicodin. The parents' insurance.
To a drug addict. That was cool. Feeling no pain.
It makes you feel all
better than fucking bloody ass mouth for like a week straight.
Any kind of emotional thoughts, any kind of pain, stress, any worry.
It's amazing. So good. God damn.
Just wish them away.
I'd do it all again.
That's why they're dangerous, because they work.
They're so good.
Yeah. Well, that's why all drugs are dangerous, because they do what they are supposed to do.
There's a reason people fucking kill for them.
Yeah. Like crack and like heroin. And
never done that, but yeah, I could see. That's probably why you should never try it.
Yeah, get
like,
to that
point.
point
Right there. Like,
well, because that's got to be so good.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, if people are literally going into abandoned houses, ripping out the copper wiring to sell that to get high, think of how good that drug feels.
Like, is that the meaning of life?
No.
But like that's what their brain's connection is doing. Like,
yes,
holy
shit. It is screaming at them. This is the only thing that I need in the entire world.
That this is it. We don't fuck everything else.
Literally, who cares if anyone sees you breaking into a house and ripping out anything?
Hey, as long as you don't go to prison and you're able to get high,
better run. Boy.
If you're able to get high again, just do it.
Just give them $20 for your little baggie.
How do you get to that point? What's like the escalation? How do you get to the point to where you're ripping out pipes?
Hard
not
drugs
like
for
Ray,
years,
but like a tweaker.
Someone who spent all their money on drugs and still is like, I need drugs. But do you
start as like a crack baby?
Some people. I mean, other people will probably work their way up to it. I mean, anyone.
You're a wealthy man and you're addicted to crack.
I'm sure that happens.
Wow. Should give me an example of that.
I don't know anyone that
Johnny
does
Storm
crack.
From the last episode, the weatherman.
What the hell?
He's the one. Johnny Storm, dude. That's one of the names. Bill Breeze was another one.
You're just coming up with good weatherman names.
Yeah.
Alex.
I just really want to be on the weather now that we mentioned that.
Alex.
I think that would be a great thing.
You think weathermen just do crack and have fun all day? And like, here's the weather.
I believe that happens exactly the way that Nick described it somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Somewhere. At least in one location somewhere, yes.
Probably somewhere in the middle of America where not much goes on. Like Iowa.
Stranger things have happened.
No, they haven't.
Even a more popular...
No, they haven't.
The city, probably, if I had to guess.
Strange things happen abroad and in cities.
And also at home.
Did you know that there was some sort of coven in Ohio?
Like a witch's coven?
Yeah, there's some documentary was going to be made about it. That's apparently no longer being made for some reason.
I heard something about that, but
it's on Netflix, or it's going to be on Netflix. It's in Dayton.
Yeah, I heard a canceled Ohio project for Netflix, but that's like all I know.
Why are we canceling Ohio projects? Can we put Ohio on the map, guys?
Everything's always Ohio.
I actually want to leave this place. You know what I'm saying?
So badly.
Just get out.
Like, how much money do you need to not be here?
Probably a lot. Well, probably not that much that we think, but
probably
more,
substantial amount.
Yeah, probably a lot. Probably not a little bit. To be comfortable and like have a plan at the destination.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
all about the plan.
That's where they get you, because you can't just move someplace.
No.
With just
no
on
income.
A whim.
Yeah.
Unless you would have to just be wealthy to do that.
Yeah, get paid dividends.
Is that how people did it before? They had money.
I mean, I think they just did it with their bare hands, staked a claim on the land.
Yeah. Those are the good old days.
Those were the days. You could just be the strongest dude. You're just like, this is mine now. Like, bro, could you imagine?
God. All I'm thinking about is moving into a place with no plan and just thinking about how just dumb that would be.
That would be horrifying. That would be the most terrifying.
Because, like, what if you just like have like $5,000, we'll say, in your bank account, and you quit your job? You're like, fuck this, dude. I'm going to Hollywood.
Well, then you start ripping out copper wiring from houses and shit.
No, we're not going to
fund your drug
tweaking.
addiction.
You're going.
Yes, initially you wouldn't.
Wouldn't you need to just leave as soon as possible?
Like where you moved to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like wouldn't you just need to just not stay in the current space? Like as short. Like you want to go now, basically. You want to be there tomorrow. You try to start figuring it out. Or
you'd be fucked.
Yeah. Like, what do you do? Or do you just plan and then go there?
That if you're not planning.
But what if you don't have? Because you quit your job.
Okay.
You have $5,000.
Okay.
Now you're planning.
Well, if you've already quit your job, you're past the point of planning.
Yeah, we're at this point.
You should have planned before you quit your job. That's the whole thing.
Fuck that. You haven't planned at all. There's no plan.
Then you live in your car, and so you can afford a rent on an apartment.
That sounds horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So should you just buy like an RV?
I'd suppose that would be marginally better, but that would be like
with your 5,000.
Yeah, that would be your whole budget.
What if you have
like
a car?
Shitty one?
Like, what if you have a car that's worth like $5,000?
Then you have a car.
Could you trade that in
for an RV trade?
Yeah.
Or I was moving somewhere with like a minivan. To stay.
Like, what's the best buy? Like a minivan or like an RV?
I'm thinking minivan because you could park that like anywhere. Like it doesn't have a shower like an RV would, but you could park it at like a gym and use the gym shower.
Yeah, like a Planet Fitness. You can use those.
Yeah,
they got showers in those.
And then the van's big enough to sleep in. You could take it anywhere.
You can set up a bed back there. I'm sure.
Yeah,
set up some kind of rig.
Come on.
Dude,
you could take out the seats.
We're figuring this out. If you don't want to be homeless,
people have already figured this out.
No. We're figuring out first and foremost. There's no such thing as someone who's lived in their car.
Not until today.
You heard it here.
Breaking news.
So you have $5,000. How much is the Honda Odyssey?
This is the only van I ever see.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like $2,000 maybe. For like
what year?
For like a 2010 with like 150,000 miles. Like I'm imagining that's probably like $2,000 to $3,000 probably, a Honda Odyssey from 2010 with 150,000 miles. So then if that
I'm
only
seeing
costs,
one here for $5,950. So you're already breaking the
What
bank.
is it?
The 2010 Honda Odyssey EXL.
How many miles?
158,000.
Oh my god, it fits the criteria exactly. So we'd be bankrupt. So if we trade in our $5,000 car for the Honda Odyssey,
you probably get some.
You break even.
You probably actually come out with like $2,000.
All right,
if you're trading it in
for the Honda. No, you get less than $5,000 if you have a $5,000 car. If you're trading it in.
Yeah, but you would still have your $5,000.
So you'd
cash pile.
So you'd pay like $2,000 is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. So you'd still have $3,000. You'd have a Honda Odyssey.
Ideally.
All right. Here we go. Honda Odyssey. How much does a mattress cost from Amazon? A foam mattress. You can get one for like $500, $400 probably.
I mean, it depends on how grody you want to be.
Not a good one. You could also just get an inflatable mattress and just go real bad.
Good.
You say that would be good?
Yeah.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't be good. You're wrong.
We're talking about living in your car. No part of this is good.
It could be good, but what you're saying is not good. What you just described is not good. Well, you'd have to like take out the seats at the back probably.
Definitely.
To have it lay flat. So you'd only have the front 2 seats.
Well, I'm thinking the Honda Odyssey probably has like the back seat you can like recline flat. You can probably just fit it back
and like go into the floor.
Yeah, that's what like most vans have, right?
Do they? I don't know. That seems like high tech. I think you actually just have to rip it out.
that doesn't sound right.
It does. Because how would they fold into the floor? That seems like too high. That seems like 2015 tech. We don't have that in our 2010 Honda Odyssey.
These seats definitely fold flat.
Well, if they fold flat, then that's perfect. We can lay down our inflatable mattress from Amazon on there. Top. Are we doing an inflatable mattress or are we doing a foam mattress?
I'd get a foam to put on top of the inflatable mattress.
So you are getting inflatable. Because that's like $50, I would assume, for an inflatable mattress.
Well, probably.
And then a topper for that's probably like another 50, maybe 100.
If you want to not feel like you're sitting on an
inflatable
mattress.
Yeah. Or, so that's like $200 maybe. Or you can just get a foam mattress for like probably $400 to $500. Not a great one, but...
It's better than an air mattress.
So we're just going to go with the foam,
for
$400.
So you don't feel the seats.
Yeah, it won't be great, but it'll be fine. So you gotta it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, so you have $2,600, we'll say, left.
But you could go literally anywhere in the country.
You got a bed.
Any point.
You got a mobile bed vehicle. You just got to pay for gas in getting to
insurance, probably.
Sure. We're getting to California.
We're going to California.
That's the destination. No, that's the plan all along.
The whole time it's been California. From Ohio, you're driving.
Because we quit our job to go to Hollywood.
Obviously.
And
of course, yeah.
Obviously. And to do so, we needed to sell our $5,000 car, buy a Honda Odyssey that has 180,000 miles, and put a mattress in the back, which almost sounds...
insane.
Like we're doing this to like lure women to the car.
It's about the implication.
It's not. There's no implication.
If they say no, the answer is
this is all about survival. Is what this is about. Women. No, not of. Well, yes, but I'm talking about of us. It's just we're getting off track. We're getting off track here. We're getting off track. We're talking about the focus of our own survival, and that's it. Just trying to, because if we have a bed in the back. Driving to California, we can just sleep in the back. That makes it so much easier.
Yeah,
cheaper
sleeping times. We could just keep driving the whole way.
Yeah. So that's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? You just have to pay for gas and food. So, I mean, how much do you think that would cost to get across the country in a Honda Odyssey? That might break down, but might not. Because that's 150,000 miles.
It's a 2010, so it's not like the best.
It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
It's not the worst either. You know?
Honda Odyssey.
It could not break down. It's a Honda.
It's reputable.
Probably like $500 at least, just in gas, and then like if it breaks down, maybe like another $1,000 to fix it on the road. Yeah, maybe more. Depends on what happens.
Whipping out the credit card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might have to.
But for food, you think 500 or another that, or like 400? How much do you think you spend on food? 200?
On the road, I would spend a whole lot. You know, just getting a bunch of cheap shit like pizza and whatever.
It would take like probably 3 or 4 days on a drive. I'd say like
$250, $300.
So you'd spend like $75 a day about. That's probably about right.
Just getting.
Fattening. You
shit.
Can't make anything yourself. No. You would have to. You'd be on the whim of
whatever gas station I decide to stop at.
And
what's warm? I don't miss.
You probably spend about like $80 a day doing that.
Getting their semi-warm pizza in the box.
Yeah.
So maybe some taquitos.
I mean, so that's like almost $500 there. We'll say $400 just to keep it easy. So we have like $1,000
in California.
Arriving to California.
It's like $100 in California.
With the Honda Odyssey. Just like,
we made it, boys. The rust on the wheel.
Check engine light is blinking. You know, please do something. But
it's our camper.
We're grinning ear to ear. We see the coast. We've arrived, baby.
Barely even ripe.
Yeah. And since we have the Honda Odyssey with the bed, we don't need to find a hotel or a house until at any point.
Yeah,
we can actually just park wherever the homeless park, because that's a thing, right?
It is a thing, but
we'll go to a neighborhood.
Yes,
we'll go to a nice neighborhood.
Park on the curb like a normal person.
We'll be sure that the Honda Odyssey has tinted windows, or we'll just get curtains of some sort.
Dude, they love the curtains of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, they do. Well, if you can't tell that it's curtains, if it just looks like
shades,
blackness,
get some blinds that people have in their house. Just put that inside.
Just twist that.
Those look classy. You ever seen those?
That's classy. You ever seen that in a car?
Once or twice.
I haven't.
I've had thoughts,
but
about
I've had dreams where weird shit happens like that.
It's Ohio, baby.
You know. Yeah.
Well, in this case, California. Crazier shit happens in California.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't, but
it's a much denser population, you know.
So how do you find a job once you're in California? We got $1,000.
You're fucked, I think.
You almost feel kind of rich.
There's so many people.
You got a Honda Odyssey.
2010
so
Honda Odyssey.
I was going to say you could do Uber, but you probably can't do Uber because you have no seats.
Yeah. You'd be like,
well, if you have the fold-down seats,
you
do have a bed that you would have to put somewhere. That's kind of a problem.
Then you'd need to find storage.
Maybe the air mattress would be a better idea in this instance then.
To deflate it.
So you just deflate it. so you could Uber.
Just roll it up, put it in the passenger seat.
Nobody knows that I sleep in here.
They don't need to know. Just click.
Dude, that probably happens more often than you think, honestly.
All the fucking time,
That's
I bet.
Kind of sad.
The drivers probably just like recline their driver's seat back and just close their eyes for like an hour.
That's kind of sad.
Kind of. This is America, baby.
Yeah, I don't want them to sleep in their car, but
That's too fucking bad. They need the money.
As little as possible to drive me somewhere.
The cheapest possible route.
Yeah.
The smallest tip.
I'm closing the app, opening it again, hoping the fares change.
Using Lyft. Like, come on, give me a deal.
Oh, it would update.
I know you see that I'm using the other app. You bitches.
Here we go.
Tracking us. Come on.
Perfect.
Discount? Oh, that's convenient. Crazy.
I guess the tip's going to be a little bit lower, but what are you going to do?
That's on them as a company.
Cheaper for me.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Well. Oh, well. What are you going to do, dude? I was going to pull up misconnections, but it's almost been an hour anyway. But
you do like one.
Something I found, we don't need to pull it up, but I can just show you, and we can just talk about it. This thing that we pulled up before is still here. I don't know where it is, but on an older misconnection, we found these pants, and
the mishemmed.
Yeah, with like a different size hem. Like one leg is like wildly higher than the other.
Yeah. I remember this.
It's still it was reposted on Craigslist.
They posted it again. They were like, maybe someone just didn't see it.
Yeah. Well. Like we said in that episode, why would someone want this very specific hand pair of pants?
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't. Why don't they just throw this in a bag and donate it to like VOA?
This is a crazy person wanting to trap someone that wants a free pair of pants.
This person actually has different posts on here, on the free part of Craigslist, just trying to get rid of clothes. They have other clothes on here. They have a pair of jean shorts. They have another pair of black pants. They have a pair of like just a purple blouse, a purple shirt. And hey, take all of this, put it in a grocery bag, and drop it off at your nearest donation center, because
there's so many.
That's exactly what you're doing here. And doing that takes away the task of you having to repost this on Craigslist. No one wants this.
This is lunacy. Nobody wants your shitty pants, bro.
Do they even free? They put it in all caps in the top. We're not putting this on the screen, by the way. This is just.
It's not worth it. You've seen it. Go back and watch the episode.
Yeah, it's the same comment. It's just talking about how their grandson worn it once. They didn't like them because
they're dress.
This person's insane.
Yes,
and I can't believe they're allowed to be on a computer.
Can you not?
But they literally they have just other shit posted. I wonder if I'll be able to find it. Here it is. A purple blouse. There it is. The purple shirt. Why do they?
Like someone will
donate it. No, someone will. I mean, yeah. If you go to a donation, take it to someone who will actually use it.
they've literally just got like bins you can just dump it in, and then it's gone forever from your life.
Well, like I said, I've donated to them before. You just need to shove it all into just a grocery bag and just be like, here. And they'll just be like, thank you. Take it from you. They won't look at it. They won't expect you to be like, hey, these pants are weird. Who will want these? They don't care. Just give it to them and leave.
Their whole job is to take clothes that people don't want.
They'll trash it if no one wants it, you know? And no one's going to want it.
Which is what they should be doing anyway with their trash clothes that nobody wants. That they can't even give away.
How long ago was that? Was that like 3 months?
It's at least 2-3 months ago.
That was very early in the podcast. It was like one of the first misconnections we did, I think. Or the Craigslist things we did, at least. People are crazy, and I saw that being reposted, and I thought, actual lunacy.
Yeah, you're a person who is outside of their mind and should be monitored at least.
Yeah. Like this person should be watched. They should be put on a list.
They need care that we can't provide.
No, well, I don't want. I'm just kind of like, I look at them and then I look away. You know, it's that's how much of an acknowledgement of their existence that they, deserve. It's just like, that's it.
Generous.
Yeah, we're just like,
very generous.
I see another human.
No, I would just
no acknowledgement, nothing.
I would just be like, you don't exist. Like just looking through them, like
you just
like close enough to where it's like, but I'm not.
Like we're like kind of staring at each other right now for the audio. On this
yeah, just like, outside of the
if
corner.
If you cross your eyes, but like look at somebody, it looks like you're just kind of like right now. I'm staring into Nick.
Alex.
If you cross your eyes, you can't see anything, but it looks like to them that you're looking at them.
Does it?
I don't know. Does it look like I'm looking at you, Nick? I am. Because I can't go cross-eyed right now. I'm too tired. This podcast, we record this so damn late.
It's like 2 p.m. So
it might look that way, but that's because we got a ring light.
Yeah, we do.
We're breaking the immersion. But I had to move it closer to Nick because it was too shiny on me in the last episode.
So now I got to be illuminated.
No, it's just on both of us still. And also, I'm not falling off the couch this time, and I moved the camera back, so I just paid more attention this time because the other episode
framing.
I was literally cutting myself off, and that was fun in the clips. Having to like, I can barely get my face in this because I'm off the camera, but it's good.
You got to be on the camera, dude.
Yeah,
at all times.
What can you do? That's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? You guys are here for the ride, especially if you're at the end of this episode watching it because, you're crazy. You're almost as crazy as that lady with her weird hemmed pants.
She's not a sane person.
No.
Nope.
But neither are our fans. If you watch us, I don't think you can be sane, honestly.
You're sane. You're the sanest one around. Everyone else is the ones that are crazy.
And if Nick's calling you sane, you know that it's not true.
He's a liar. You don't believe him, do you?
Well, as the truth sayer of the podcast, of course I'm believed.
Is that how you view yourself within the context of this podcast?
And thank you for viewing this episode of Brother Brother. We'll see you next week for episode 22 of the podcast.
Bye.
Peace.